and I was one of those guys who didn't understand SUVs, and I thought, why would anyone want one of those? If you want a nice practical car, buy an estate. I am going to walk away from this crash pretty much unscathed. Hello everyone and welcome back. As the title suggests, I have decided that I will be parting ways with the Porsche Cayenne Turbo, and there isn't actually much wrong with it. In fact, I really have thoroughly enjoyed my time with it. It's been a love-hate relationship with this car because I first bought this and I was basically thrown into the deep end, and I had a sea of loads of different problems of the car, and it spent more time in the garage and on my driveway laying dormant than it actually did on the road and me enjoying it. And the initial plan was to actually only keep this for 3 months and then move on to the next car. So I've actually, well, this car's way past its sell-by date in terms of me owning it. So yeah, I think I bought this at the back end of April, and we are now a few days into October. So I've had a lot more time with it than I was anticipating. So let's address the elephant in the room. Why am I selling it? Well, initially, if you guys haven't been following this channel for very long, I posted a video a few months back saying that I was going to start a new series where I was going to buy cars for my childhood games, and this was the first iteration of my series. And I was only, like I said, I was only meant to keep this short term, and well, I've kind of had my fun with it, and I've had a very good time with it indeed. So I thought, well, I've had my fun, but let's move on to something different. So this car will be going up for sale, and I will be trying something new. Now, you guys may be wondering, why of all cars did I buy an SUV from like a childhood racing game? And well, the simple fact of the matter is, I've never owned an SUV before, and I really want to test out the waters because SUVs in this modern day era, they're just so popular, and everyone wants one, everyone wants to buy one, and well, they're booming in the market as well. So I really wanted to find out for myself what's all the fuss about, and this was my favourite SUV in the particular racing game that I used to play on, which was Project Gotham Racing 2. I'm going to be completely transparent with you, and I was one of those guys who didn't understand SUVs, and I thought, why would anyone want one of those? If you want a nice practical car, buy an estate. My point kind of still stands. I do love estates, and I'd rather have one over an SUV. But since owning an SUV, I have actually come to terms with why they're so important and why they're so popular. In fact, the other day I was just having a nice leisurely drive down the road, and don't question why, but I was approaching a car the other way. It was a Ford Fiesta, and for some reason in my head I just thought, just hypothetically, if I was to have a head-on collision with that car, not that I'd ever wish to do that, but if I was to ever have a collision with a car that size, I just thought to myself, I am going to walk away from this crash pretty much unscathed with how protected, how big and heavy it is. Whereas that Ford Fiesta is just going to end up in a pile of mush. And that just kind of got me thinking, and it kind of made me open my eyes a little bit to why SUVs might be appealing to people or family people as well. Because you have kids and, I don't know, dogs, cats, rabbits in your car, you want to protect them at all costs, and having a nice big SUV will kind of guarantee you that safety. Well, not guarantee, but you're more likely to come unscathed from a crash if you were just, instead of being in like a Peugeot 206 or said Ford Fiesta. So yeah, owning an SUV has really opened my eyes up a little bit to why they're so popular. And of course there's more. With SUVs you have a very high commanding driving position, so you can look at all the peasants beneath you, which, if I'm honest, I like it as well. I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy sitting quite up and looking at all the Mazda MX-5s and other cars beneath me. It's a nice feeling. I suppose with SUVs you also get a lot more standard equipment, and you also get more luxury and a more comforting ride than you would to an estate counterpart. Now, because the Porsche Cayenne Turbo will be making a departure in the near distant future, ultimately it will need a replacement, and hopefully this is where you guys can come in and help me. So the proposition I'm making to you guys is, I would love for you guys to comment down below what car you would like to see next. Obviously I'm not a baller, so it needs to be in the realms of something obtainable and realistic, but any comments of what cars you'd like to see next would be most excellent. Also, the more weird and wonderful the car is, the better. I do love an odd choice of car. I do have my own shortlist, so any you do suggest, I may not choose it, but it will help me having a wider selection to choose from. Now this won't be the last time you see the Cayenne in the channel, because I also have more videos after this video goes live. I just wanted to keep you in chronological order with myself, so you're kind of up to speed with what's going on. But yeah, I also wanted to get some suggestions of cars as well. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. If you do have any car suggestions, then please do comment down below what they are, because I'm actually genuinely intrigued what sort of taste my viewers have in terms of cars, and what sort of weird cars I'd like to see as well. But if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, and any comments are very welcome indeed down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, and that will go a very, very long way. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, and bye for now.